Hi, I'm Taylor Wells. Welcome to Best Life Ever. I'm so happy you're here. So I somewhat recently, wrote an article in The Greatest. It's an online community, and the Huffington Post also picked it up, called The Number One Myth About Yoga. What do you think the number one? Did you read it?
That you have to be flexible.
Oh, I think you read it. He doesn't always read.
Not always.
No. So so do you think that's true? That you have
That is the number one myth. Yeah.
So do you think it's do you think it's true that that you have to be flexible to practice yoga?
Absolutely not. It's just about getting to know your body, and in fact, the less flexible you are, the more you get to know your body as you do it.
So when you started yoga, were you flexible physically?
No, not particularly. No.
Were you flexible emotionally and mentally and spiritually?
It's a good question. Definitely not as much as I am now.
Would you say that you become more flexible physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually every time you practice?
Absolutely, yeah. Because every day you just kind of, you close off. It happens physically, it happens in other ways, and then the yoga just opens you up.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big claim, right? So what he just said and what I just implied is that every single time you practice yoga, you become more flexible on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. 4 levels. Now, do you think it has to be yoga asana, or can it be another type of yoga?
Yeah, there's lots of different kinds of yoga. I mean, the yoga poses work really well. Other people have different ways of doing it, but I think the yoga poses do work really well.
So we're big fans of the yoga poses, obviously, because we practice every day and it's our whole lifestyle. And we have yoga studios, and we'll soon be opening more yoga studios. But I'm also a big fan of anyone can choose. Everyone can choose their type of yoga, and so it doesn't, because some people are intimidated by yoga and by the thought of it, by the incense, you name it, they get intimidated, and I do understand that, and we're all about accessibility. So I'm doing that thing at the end of it's from the Midwest. So I learned lately that when you go up at the end of your sentence, because I was giving a teacher trainee feedback because she kept saying that at the end of her sentence, and then I realized, oh my God, I do that. So anyway, we're all about accessibility at Prana Power Yoga, but if yoga asana isn't your thing, find your yoga, which could be gardening, could be baking, could be reading, could be hiking, biking, anything that makes you feel happy and grounded. But I will stand by that claim. Have the best day ever. Namaste.